Hello, sir. This is student S4303218, Usmanuddin, and I did the network router Raspberry Pi project. My project involved routing internet traffic through a Raspberry Pi from a device connected by Ethernet, and I had to set up a bunch of stuff: IP forwarding, NAT configurations, um, what was it, firewalls, just some basic stuff, just to make sure that uh, that the computer gets assigned an IP when it connects, and to make sure that it follows traffic from the LAN through the Raspberry Pi to the WLAN. And if you can see here, I've managed to successfully connect it to the Raspberry Pi, and you can see it's using the DHCP server that I set up, and it's being assigned by the Raspberry Pi an IP address in a certain range, and it's being assigned a subnet mask and everything. And if I renew the lease, you can see I'm not going to renew the lease, but yeah, it's not manual. It's being assigned by the Raspberry Pi, so that worked. Yeah, it's configured on IPv4. I didn't really bother with IPv6. To be honest, I don't really understand IPv6 or IPv4. I just knew from my reading that I'm supposed to set up configuration for IPv4 only. And yeah, so where do I start with this? Essentially, I just installed some stuff. The first step actually involved flashing an OS onto the Raspberry Pi, because the Raspberry Pi is a computer and it needs an OS. So I flashed a Linux OS, the standard one that you get with the Raspberry Pi imager. You can see here I've got a Wi-Fi module there. I've got a mouse keyboard connected. I've got the Ethernet cable, and I've got something giving it power, and the HDMI port just to connect it to my monitor. Yeah. Oh, also, I should probably show some internet connectivity just to show that it actually works. It supports streaming and whatever, the basic stuff. It's a computer, and yeah, it works. And yeah, this is me doing some testing, just some stress testing with iPath 3. Yeah, the project was essentially just installing a bunch of open source programs on the terminal. I don't really have much comment, but obviously I gained an understanding of these different programs. Like iPath 3 is for stress testing, scaling, analysis, all of that. What was I think? Yeah, UFW, that was pretty simple, to set up a firewall. I don't really know what to show you, it's routing. I can show you maybe the trace route. I can show you some, like, maybe trace route. Let's see if the terminal's still open. Too many tests. Way too many tests. Let's see. Goodness, how many freaking tests am I doing? What the heck? Must have done like 20 tests. All right, I don't have the okay, let me just run trace through it. Okay, 1 second. Okay, second. Second. Okay. As you can see, it's going. This is the Raspberry Pi, and it's going. Yeah, it's going through my ISP to the server, but it's actually going through the Raspberry Pi because this is the Raspberry Pi's IP. But yeah, okay, it's still pinging, but whatever. Anyways, yeah, it's a pretty fun project. I could probably ping the Raspberry Pi, but yeah, you get the idea. It's all in the report. Yeah, just give it a look. All right, thank you, sir.